Let's now animate this K-5 Droid and bring it into our shot. I'm gonna enlarge this window and I'm gonna select this cube. I'm gonna make sure that I select all the static meshes attached with this cube. And I'm gonna create a duplicate copy of this entire thing on X-axis because we need two of them for our shot. For now, I'm just gonna hide this one, but I'm gonna select this cube and let's bring this thing into our shot. I'm just gonna move my view somewhere around here, let's say, and I'm gonna move this thing on Y-axis, then on X, and bring it maybe just about here, let's say. I'm gonna split this window and let's move this playhead. There it is. I'm gonna have to move this thing up on Z-axis to just about here, and let's move this thing back on Y. I'm gonna move this thing on X, bring it down on Z to just about there, let's say. Yeah, we're gonna have to scale this thing up. So let's scale this thing. I'm just gonna scale this thing up to maybe just about here, I guess. Let me enlarge this window. Perhaps just a little bit more. Maybe just about there. And yeah, I think it looks good. Let's now copy the location of this cube. And I'm gonna go into this get content menu. I'm gonna go into cinematic and bring in this camera rig reel into the scene. Let's paste that location in here and I'm gonna press F to focus. Let me bring down the camera speed. And let's enable rotation snapping in here. I'm gonna rotate this thing on Z axis by 90 degrees. I'm gonna select this point and let me adjust my view. I'm gonna bring that point over here on Y axis and let me select this handle and I'm gonna bring it just about there. Okay. I'm gonna now move this track to the folder of K-5 Droid. And I'm gonna select this K-5 Droid, change the mobility to movable, and let's parent this thing to this track. I'm gonna now go ahead and select this point. I'm gonna now select this track, select this point, and let me adjust my view. I'm gonna bring this point somewhere around here, let's say, and I'm gonna select this handle and bring this thing just about there. Okay, I'm gonna select, first let me bring this window up. I'm gonna select this camera rig reel from the outliner and bring it into the sequencer. The sequencer is locked. Let's unlock this thing. Let's try this thing again. There we go. I'm gonna bring it down here and let me see where I want to add a keyframe. Maybe just about here, let's say. I'm gonna click on this plus icon and add this parameter, current position on rail. Let's add a keyframe here and I'm gonna move to frame number, let's say 144 or 145. And I'm gonna change this value to 1. I'm gonna select both of these keyframes and change the keyframe interpolation to linear. And let's play this animation. Let me enlarge this window. Yeah, it's taking a little bit time to come into the shot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move this keyframe somewhere around here, let's say. Yeah, and I'm gonna also bring this keyframe over here so that I can increase the speed of this thing. Yeah, looks pretty good. I'm gonna now split this window and let's select this track from here. I'm gonna select this point and let's create a duplicate copy of this point and bring it just about there. I'm gonna select this point again and I'm gonna select this handle and bring it maybe somewhere around here, just about there. I'm gonna select this point and bring it maybe just about there. And let me rotate this thing on Z. I think I should disable the rotation snapping. And I'm just gonna rotate this thing like so. I'm gonna select this point. Let me switch to local space and I'm gonna move this thing somewhere around here. I'm gonna select this point, and let's rotate this thing on Z-axis to just about there. And let me see. Yeah, the movement is pretty sharp at the moment, so I'm just gonna select this point and move this thing somewhere around. No, maybe not. Let's switch to global space, and I'm gonna move this thing on Y-axis to just about here. And I'm gonna select this point, rotate this thing. No, sorry, I'm gonna select this point, rotate this thing on Z-axis, and I'm gonna select this handle and bring it maybe just about there. I'm gonna select this point and bring it just about there maybe. And I'm gonna select this point. Let me switch to local space. I'm gonna move this thing somewhere around here, let's say. I want to make sure that the movement is pretty smooth. So I think visually it looks good. Let's enlarge this window and see how this thing looks like. I'm gonna have to select this drag and move this thing a little bit on x-axis to just about there, I guess. Let me see. Perhaps a little bit more. And let's see. I'm gonna enlarge this window. And yeah, I think it looks good. Let's save everything. And I'm gonna split this window. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select this point first. I think I should check this box, lock orientation to rail. And I'm gonna also select this thing, rail spline component, and bring the slider all the way up to 100. And let me enlarge this window and see how this thing looks like. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Let's split this window, and I'm gonna now select this point. Let me select this track from here, and I'm gonna select this point. And let me see. I think I should first save everything. And I'm gonna bring this point up on Z-axis to just about there. Where's that come from? Let me see. Yeah, we have two consecutive points in here. I'm just gonna select this one and delete it. And yeah, I'm gonna now just move this point up on Z-axis to just about there. And I'm gonna select this handle. And I think I should select this point first and rotate this thing on Z-axis like so. And let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna now select this point and I'm gonna rotate this thing like so. And I'm gonna also select this point from here. And let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rotate this thing to just about there. And yeah, I think it looks good. Let's see how this thing looks like. I'm gonna enlarge this window and let's see. Perhaps I should select this thing and move it on x-axis to just about there. And I also want this thing to move on y-axis as well. And I'm gonna select this point. Let me switch to global space and I'm gonna move this point like so. I'm gonna select this point and bring it maybe just about there, I guess. Let's enlarge this window and see how it looks like. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna now select this K-5 Droid and bring it into the sequencer to give this droid a little bit of a bank angle as it takes the turn. So I'm gonna bring it to the sequencer. Let's open up this transform parameter and I'm gonna add a keyframe on the pitch of this rotation parameter. Let's move to frame number, let's say, let me see, maybe just about there, I guess. And I'm gonna change this to -45. And in here, I'm gonna also type in -45. And in here, I'm just gonna type in negative, let's say 20. Let's enlarge this window. Let's bring this window down here and let's play this animation. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I just have to now adjust the position of this track. So I'm just gonna, first let me just remove these keyframes. And I'm just gonna select this track and let me see. Maybe just let me select this track again. Maybe just, move this thing up on Z-axis to just about there. And I'm gonna move this thing on X-axis as well. And let's enlarge this window to see how it looks like. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, looks pretty good. So that's pretty much it for this lesson, and I'll see you guys in the next one.